got this last verse, don't we? Oh, you can't turn it on yet.
What's that?
You can't turn that on yet. You want to hold it on your shoulder for a minute? No. Okay. Hot job. I hope you got a back brace. I probably need one. We got out clean. I don't think anybody got hurt. Fortunately or unfortunately, that was one of my higher goals. Okay. Who's up first?
No, defense win the scrimmage.
I think defense played really well at the very beginning of the scrimmage. A lot of drives, and then they really a few 3-and-outs, and then they really, I thought, held their ground and forced punts, what would have been punts early in the drive. It's the two backed ups situations were absolutely won by the offense, and I shut those down. Those could have been 99.5-yard drives. So that was a great job by the offense, and then the red zones were all won by the offense, and so it was a great job by them in terms of scoring touchdowns and really converting some 3rd and 1s and even a 4th and 1 down there at the end. So there was, I would say, the beginning was dominated by the defense, but the offense came through at the end.
I mean, we've talked a whole lot about El Toro, but now we have to.
Well, first of all, El Toro was a little banged up early in camp with just a soft muscle issue, I should just say. And so really the last, 5 or 6 days he's been out there. He's got some speed and some quickness, and, it's even though it's kind of late in training camp, we got to find some ways to, integrate him in there with the other backs.
I mean, how solid was – I just thought the running game in general was solid. Do you feel that's a fair statement?
I think it was just coming off, I think it was good. I don't think it was great. A lot of times I thought we were coming off blocks too early up front and not finishing blocks off, when sometimes those are the arm tackles that slow backs down to get them to the second level. I think we got to do a better job up front finishing, but I think it was okay.
What are some of your other biggest takeaways from the scrimmage?
I thought our field goal kickers kicked well, and first time really in front of a big crowd that they kicked well. They missed a couple 59-yarders. That was on me. I wouldn't have put them in that situation, but I wanted to see them kick it. They made a couple 54s the other night in the close scrimmage. And so I thought those guys kicked well. And Dalton punted well. So that's a good takeaway. And because when you don't get to do that in scrimmage settings, I'll just say it this way. It's important for those guys to do that in scrimmage settings.
What's the confidence level of your team right now?
In terms of?
Just overall, are they ready for season?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, at this time, everybody's done with training camp. We're tired of playing each other. Audibles, schemes, blocking schemes up front. Everybody's code words, and they're tired of that. And, you're always ready to start preparing for another opponent, and we'll start that next week and still have some stuff against each other early on, and then we'll get into Wisconsin in the middle of the week.
Some of the most pleasant surprises, I guess, out of training camp?
Pleasant surprises would mean that we expected them, but it was still pleasant to see them get it done. Okay, I would say I'd think about the true freshmen being Savon Scarver, Carson Terrell, they'll absolutely play. And then some of the new linebackers. Suley, we held him out. Today was a little banged up. Could have gone had today been a game day, but we want to be smart and protect him a little bit. Ofalatu, Micah Mangale, Devon Anderson, Nami Tuituu. Those are all brand new guys that are going to play this year.
How about Raymond's?
Dax just held him out precautionary a little bit. He's kind of banged up his knee, and he's just kind of day to day right now. That's about all I know on him.
Nathan being one of those big surprises.
Jordan Nathan, there's another one. Yeah, Jordan Nathan is he's our number one H receiver, number one slot, and he's really taken that, and I think he's had strong hands. He's been very consistent, and he's done a nice job.
Anything else for Coach Wells?
Good. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. Dig in the hat.
Appreciate it. Offensive-wise, I think we did well. There's a lot of stuff that we can't work on, but overall, I think we moved the ball. We only had one turnover out of, I think, 4 quarterbacks, so we don't want any turnovers to win a game, but one is good enough. But other than that, we just got to keep competing and get better this week.
What are you most excited for now that the season's finally here?
I'm most excited for finally playing somebody else other than our defense. I think that's the main thing. Our defense has kind of seen our plays now with us going against them in the spring and now the summer. But now going against Wisconsin, people in the league, they don't know what to scout for, what to look for, so that's going to be exciting.
How much of a confidence booster was it for you guys to get out of the end zone both those times when you were backed up to the half-yard line?
Yeah, that's big time. I think that's big time for us because we have lacked in that in the spring and the summer. And I think for us, in front of all our fans, to come out twice, I think that's big time for us.
Those receivers stepping up, who are some of those guys that are turning into kind of your go-to guys?
Really, Tarver, he's been doing phenomenal last season, and this summer he's carried it on. But also, Jen Coach and Green has really stepped up, and Jordan Nathan, they came in during the camp, really have dialed in, and they're just competing out there, and that's all we can ask for.
Anything else for Kent?
It's Kent.
We'll have Jacoby Wildman, sophomore defensive end, next.
Over here, man.
So to start right now?
Yep.
All right. I feel like overall we had a very good defensive showing. We all stepped it up. Credit to the front guys, nose guards especially. They took up lots of blocks for us. I know Chris Unga especially took up a couple blocks for me and helped me make a couple plays. So credit to him. So I thought overall as a backfield we played really good, had a pick, and it was overall a good showing.
Is this a dream come true for you to play in front of your hometown team? I mean, you were here last year, but
Yeah.
what's the feeling like? Is it still kind of surreal?
Yeah, it is kind of surreal. I was telling someone just barely that I remember last year and stepped on the field for the first time against Weaver, and Coach called my name, and I mean, you get butterflies. It's something that I can't explain. It's something that I wish everybody could feel once in their lifetime. It's incredible.
Jacoby, you've definitely paid your dues here. You redshirted your freshman year. You played a lot of special teams last year. You certainly worked your way up to some serious playing time this year. So just tell me, how does it feel to see your effort after a couple of years come to fruition here?
I mean, it's something that, like I said, it's an amazing feeling, and I owe it all to the guys that came before me and what they taught me, and effort is one word I could describe it. I mean, it's something you have to put out every play. Our coach Frank, he stresses it a lot, the effort, and I mean, if you put it in every play, you get out what you put in. So.
Now that season's finally here, what are a few things you're looking forward to?
I mean, game one, we're really excited to get out there and super pumped to show everyone what we can do as a defense because we know we got something special here and we're priding ourselves on it right now, and we're going to play. We're going to give it all we got.
I've heard a few other defensive players say there's something different. There's a different feeling amongst defense. Do you feel that too? And if so, what is it?
Yeah, very much so. It's something that I feel like it's a pride thing almost. I feel like everyone's taking it upon themselves to put in the best work they can, and back to the effort thing. I feel like everybody's giving it all they got and fighting really hard every play.
Anything else for Jacoby? Okay.
Thanks, Jacoby.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Jacoby.